And good morning, everybody. Got the mini excavator over here to the next demo project for Jeff here. I got this house to tear down, but today we're going to bring the 220 over here, and I've got to clean out for the new driveway culvert up there. Going to extend it out, make the driveway a little wider. Well, I didn't even get the mini excavator filled up with fuel before Donnie called and said he was right around the corner. So 220's dropped off, and next week we'll work on those pine trees up there. There's some huge oak trees out here. So this driveway's got a horrible approach right here. It's real narrow, road's kind of busy, and during the construction process of the house, it'll be kind of dangerous to try to unload a tractor trailer in the middle of the highway. So I'm going to take a 20-foot piece of pipe, cut it in half, and add 10 feet of culvert to each side of the driveway. So I'm going to take the mini excavator and clean out the ditch so that I can see what I need to do to get the new culvert pipe put in. I've already called and had the utilities located, so we are in the clear. Everything is up there on the shoulder of the road. So I got that dug around, and the bell end of that pipe is just all mangled all to pieces, and it's got water in it. So I'm going to go to the other side and ditch that out. That way when I clean out the pipe there, all that water does not run back into the spot I just dug out, making a muddy mess for me to stand on. Got my new culvert pipe, cut it in half, one for one side of the road driveway and one for the other to kind of keep it centered. Let's see how big of a pain this is going to be to fit into that bale that's all smashed up. We'll see. I got an excavator. I'll get something shoved in there. All right, let me put some pipe dope on the end of that so it'll slide in there a little better and see what happens. Well, that was less than fun, but between pushing with the excavator, getting out there with the pry bar, I was able to get the bell opened up enough for that spigot end to fit in there. So pipe is together now. Let's put the other side in. So I got the pipes in, dug a little bit of a hole over here beside a tree I got to take down to get a little bit of dirt to cover them. I'm going to probably bring in a truckload of clay to finish that off. There's just really no good spot to get any dirt, so that's going to be a wrap for that. When I come back, I'm going to start taking these trees down. And back over here at the Beely Good house demo. Going to work on taking these big pine trees down here today, cleaning up this little row of trees and getting everything ready to tear the house down tomorrow. Working on cleaning this ditch up, and we'll go in here and take down the small trees and that brush, get all that cleaned up, and then take the 3 big pine trees down. I think there's one more tree over there rotten inside the building I got to take down. Just trying to get all that down and piled up here today. That way it is ready to be hauled off and get everything ready to tear the house down. I'll get it teared down and piled up, and we will haul that off next week. Up where it fits in a dump truck. gonna get Zach to help me chip all this stuff up, but it's gonna be easier with all this pine stuff to just haul it off. You got all these little branches and sticks, and it's just roots and trash, and it's just a nightmare. Plus he's got plenty of other stuff he needs to be doing too. Put all these little saplings here in the truck, haul them off after I shake the dirt out of it. You're not going to run that through a wood chipper and have much of a wood chipper left. Alright, well, let me sit here and pick through all this stuff, and then I will start taking down those bigger trees. A little time consuming going through all this little stuff, plucking it out, and then shaking all the dirt out of it. Try not to get rid of any extra dirt because we need, I think we're going to redirect this ditch, and we're going to need every little bit of dirt we can find, so try not to get rid of any. I got all those little bushes and tree saplings cleaned up along the ditch there. Now I'm kind of working between all these buildings. I don't want to take them down just yet. I'll do that tomorrow. Got to keep the wood debris separate from the construction debris, because they don't go to the same places. And this big tree down, see if I can't put a little bit of dirt right here to level myself up. Big old pine tree will fall over where I want it to. I want it to fall where the top lands, kind of about where that little pile of branches is. Let's see if I can get it to go there. Let's see what happens. That really did not take that much effort. It was kind of surprising there. That thing fell over a lot easier than I was expecting. Hence why I dug a massive trench around it. That one little 8-inch tree gave more of a fit than that one did. Sit here and kind of pick all these roots out. See, I got to regrade all this yard, so I'm going to take a little bit of time and kind of get this stuff up. It'll just make my life easier later when it's time to grade everything to get the majority of these roots out. So I'm just going to take it, push the dirt back through the hole there, and then pinch any of the roots that I see. Grab those out. It's nice and powdery dry now, so it does make it a little bit easier to do this. Dirt just kind of falls right out of the bucket tines and teeth. I think that's the well house right there. I think we're saving that one. I'm not 100% sure. Might have to drill another one. Okay, well, let me pick this stuff out, and I'm going to roll that tree, go break all the branches off, and roll that tree around where I can get to it a little bit better to cut it up. Okay, so I got that big old pine tree cut up. I'm going to push everything over here into a pile out of the way. And when the dump truck shows up, load this stuff out and haul it off. One little cedar log, Jeff wanted it for something, I don't know what, but throw that right there to the side. Get all this brush put into a pile. Yeah, that just would have been an absolute nightmare to try to chip all that. Those oak branches on those trees we did the other day were pretty good because they stay together. But these pine trees, this stuff just breaks up into little giblets. Trying to load that into a chipper would have been a royal pain. Cut that all the way. Lay it right here where I can get to it a little better. Finish cutting that in half. Okay, I'm going to sit here and whittle on this stump a little bit, see if I can't get it broke down a little bit, where I can pick it up and put it in the dump truck. How hard it is to take these two big pine trees down. Not a whole lot of room to work. Everybody's like, why don't you just drop a tree on the house? You gotta tear it down anyways. Well, that is true. But it would probably break all the branches off all those oak trees we're saving. And then it would put all this wood debris, branches, on top of the construction debris. And this stuff is dumped by the load. And the construction debris, which is the house, is dumped by the ton. So you start dropping trees in there and putting tons of branches mixed all in with it. I'm not spending all that time to pick it out, and therefore it ends up costing several $100 more to dump all that stuff. So no, I'm going to keep it organized. tree. I'll go ahead and push both of these over and get them down. Oof. It didn't even budge. How much room do I got to back up here? There's a tree back here somewhere. Got a little more leverage. This hole in, I'll go ahead and dig around the other tree and take it down as well. That way I'm still in the shade. Because when it's 100 degrees, nobody wants to be chainsawing in the sunshine. And the third and final tree here. So the new house is going to go kind of in the field, and kind of wanted to open it up and take these 3 big pine trees down, leave the oak trees, and that was going to be able to give us a way to regrade that ditch and get it out of the front yard, hopefully, is the plan. With the house gone, I think I can redirect it and run it to the road that way. Time. Maybe. Get a little bit higher. Timber. I like to get the top to fall. Brush over here, like so. Timber. Now I get to go clean all that up. Joy. So I got those 3 big pine trees down. Backyard is now open to the old house. I'm gonna run over this and kind of rake that out and track that down and make my way to the front. I don't know if quite how I can get around there. I might have to go around through the woods over there. Got one more dead tree to take down over there, and then go ahead and rip out all the bushes around the house. And I'm gonna go up there to that front corner. There's an old barn up there that's fallen down. Go ahead and get that cleaned up. Made it over here to the old barn by the edge of the woods here. And now I get to separate all this out. That's going to be dandy. It is so rotten. This might just all end up in the trash pile. Sit here trying to pick out every little piece of metal. Why do they have to cut them like 2 feet long? I'm gonna sit here and try to pick out every little 2-cent piece of metal. it up. Trying to see what that big pulley thing is over there. I'm not sitting here spending all this time because I really want $5 worth of metal. The reason I'm spending this time is, you know, the landfill, it pays to dump. You have to pay to dump. Well, that's not exactly cheap. So if I can make a few bucks off of the recycling, it's better than paying, you know, a lot of money per ton to sit here and dump this stuff. So it does kind of work out, but at the end, it's not worth it to sit here and try to save every little piece, you know. If I can pick off and get a grapple full like this relatively quickly, I'm gonna do it. But spending 5 minutes for a little 1 pound little piece of metal, not gonna happen. Well, let me pick through that a little bit more and separate some of that stuff out. Then I'm probably just going to pile all the wood up over here because I can't get a dump truck over here to load this out. So I will have to walk it all over there with the excavator. They definitely had some sort of little sawmill thing going on in this building. Found the engine, and I've been setting the old planers and everything over here to the side, but this stuff is pretty well screwed up. Not only from the entire building falling on it, but everything else laying on it for years and years, and then I can only see so much. Trying to pull it out of here. Just touch everything and it just crumbles to pieces. Might figure out a way to get the dump truck over here to load this stuff out. It's going to be a lot of little grapple pulls. Walk all the way back over there to where the house is. Alright, this little aggravating stuff here is about to just go in the trash pile. Do all that and then it gets hung on the bucket teeth and it won't come off. want to talk to me. Everybody else does that. Okay, I'm gonna sit here and just keep picking through all this and see what all I keep finding. Shouldn't be a whole lot more. There's not a whole lot of building left. Here's something else. I don't know what this is. Some sort of pulley wheel. Definitely some sort of belt-driven doodad. What? I don't know, but I'm gonna lay it over here so Jeff can look at it. And then it's probably gonna end up in the scrap pile. Tree branch. I don't need it. Last of the building here. There's actually a roof under all that. We got some more. Oh, we got an old bandsaw back there. So I pulled the engine out. It was an old tractor front end. I guess they were running a belt drive off of that. They must have had a little sawmill set up here in the woods. Pretty sure if anything was worth salvaging, it wouldn't have been left in here. One thing, it's a whole lot harder to clean the tin up when it's off or the building's falling down versus like that last barn I tore down where it's still on the wall. You have something to secure it with, or it's secured. It's a whole lot easier to rip it off and get all the wood off of it. Anywho, I'm going to sit here and pick through it and separate out what I can. There it is. Actually a fair amount of it, so I'll probably need to pick through as much as I can. That's laid there so long it's just turned back to rust. Turned into rust. Yeah, I'm not going to sit there and pick through all that. Got more important things to do. Well, I made pretty good progress early afternoon here. Got all the trees down, went and got another tree down over there and piled up. Went to the corner up there and got that old barn that was falling down separated. I'm not going to bring the metal down here till I tear the house down tomorrow. Jeff wants to be here for that, so that's fine. And I'll bring all that wood down here and pile it into the house box. Forgot my camera in the truck. John came and got a load of brush We loaded up a load of dirt, dumped it over there. I'm gonna go spread it beside the culvert pipes to cover those up. And he's gonna come back and we'll get one more load of brush today. And then we'll get the rest of it when we tear the house down next week. I don't know how much you can see out of the mini excavator, but I figured I'd just throw the camera in here real quick. Get a little video. I've already got the dirt put in on my right hand side. And now I'm just throwing some over here. And I will track that in so I can get on the other side of the driveway. Get one more load of brush and haul that off. There's probably 4 loads, I would say, maybe 5 by the time I finish. Probably 5 loads by the time I clean up that other bushes and stuff. At least that'll be 2 truckloads we don't have to worry about next week. Right here in case it does rain. It won't turn to complete mud. Couple more scoops. Lay on the other side. Let's load out a little more brush here. Might go ahead and put one of those big stumps in there. Let's see, that needs to be broke up. Been a while since I've loaded a dump truck load of brush. Loaded that trailer the other day. It's been a hot minute since I've loaded a dump truck with brush. I've loaded thousands of them, but it's been a little bit of time if I can get this stuff the way I want it. And back up just a little bit more, maybe. Must be jamming out. tight fit. That didn't go as planned. So branches are long. Normally when we used to do the lot clearings, I have everything in the little piles to grab. But I didn't know we were going to be able to haul 2 loads of brush off today, so I kind of pushed everything up into a pile, thinking that we would start doing the demolition first. And I didn't want to have brush all piled up, all in the way. My logic for that. So it's a little bit difficult to grab, but I'm getting it. Let's save the cedar tree for later. That's a little bushy. Stuff doesn't weigh much, so you can pack it in there pretty good. Bit more of the dirtier stuff on top should hold everything down. And that's a wrap. Got each side of the culvert there filled in with dirt, tracked in. I'll cut out that grass beside the road tomorrow. I think I can get a truckload of stone to kind of spread over all this. I don't want to cut out beside the road and leave an edge overnight. So I'll just do that tomorrow, and we'll get another load of stone put in here, or 1 load of stone put down, kind of helps smooth that transition out a little bit better. And we'll probably end up freshening all this up when I'm done. I'll bring the skid steer over here, grade it out better. Demo day tomorrow.